served as Israel's ambassador to the United Nations in the late 1990s. It was a period of tremendous introspection in the UN, because it was a time when reports and commissions were being issued and created that were looking back at the disasters that occurred in that period. 800,000 people were murdered in Rwanda in the genocide that occurred there. In Srebrenica in Bosnia, close to 8,000 Muslims were killed in another act of genocide which happened on the UN's watch, and I've written about that. We're now witnessing another genocide in Darfur in the Sudan, and the situation continues. That genocide is still with us. There was an overwhelming sense at that time, in the 1990s, when these commissions came out, that genocide was the crime of crimes, and that the 1948 Genocide Convention, which we write about in this booklet, was the centerpiece of international humanitarian law. It must be respected and it must be protected. Indeed, the outgoing Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan, attended a huge seminar in Stockholm, Sweden in 2004, in which he said there can be no more important issue and no more binding international obligation than the prevention of genocide. Prevention of genocide. In fact, Annan continued in his speech, he said, this may be considered one of the original purposes of the United Nations. Well, now we are confronting an entirely new situation with Iran. We have a president of Iran, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who calls repeatedly for wiping Israel off the map, who delegitimizes the Jewish people as a whole, and who believes that if he manages to convince even a portion of the world that the Holocaust never took place, he can get away with committing yet another Holocaust again. He has a paid client in Lebanon by the name of Hassan Nasrallah, who has argued in public, if the Jews are all gotten together in Israel, it will save us the trouble of going after them worldwide. This is who we are dealing with. These are his agents, these are the people he's paying, and these are the people through which he is spreading his hatred. We are here to basically launch a new initiative, to call on the UN to live up to its founding purpose. And that means, first and foremost, dealing with the statements that are being made by the President of Iran, which are a clear-cut violation of the anti-incitement clauses of the 1948 Genocide Convention. It's our hope that this initiative can be embraced by all peoples, because Jews, Muslims, Christians have all been victims of genocide. It is an initiative we hope that will be embraced by all parts of the political spectrum, here in the United States, in Europe, and in Israel, both the left and the right, both all movements and all peoples. We believe that this can serve as a basis of unity of action, because only through unity of action can we defeat this guy, and we must defeat the President of Iran. Thank you.